Fishy Business, a short story written by the word nerd, Amanda Zieba. Reporters are trained to develop a sixth sense for when a story smells fishy, and something about this one wasn't right. First of all, there was the actual fish smell. Becca hadn't spent much time down at the famous Pike Place market since moving to Seattle, but now that she was here, she could definitely say it was a smell that didn't appeal to her. She watched the fishmongers in black t-shirts and orange coveralls ably toss fish from the display case to the clerk to be wrapped and paid for. She had to give them credit. Throwing 35 pounds of slippery, wiggly flesh couldn't be easy. Catching it, she thought, had to be darn near impossible. She sighed, resolved to breathe only through her mouth, and walked closer to the counter to have a better look. Becca Davenport, reporter for the Seattle Times, was not a quitter, no matter how fishy the situation got. The story she was working on was already pretty fishy. Someone in town was running a silver smuggling ring, but no one could figure out who was involved nor how it operated. Many local authorities were placing bets on a notorious network of upscale seafood restaurants in town, more than one of which had supposed connections to the Italian mafia. Her source had told her to start here, at the fish market, and that if she looked closely, the whole story was laid out for all to see in the plain light of day. They also let it slip that if she found what she was looking for and wanted to place an order, to say it was for Mr. Stevenson. She assumed that was a code name, a nod to the author of Treasure Island, Long John Silver and all that, but it wasn't a whole lot to go on. Typically, Becca preferred that her sources just spill what they knew, all of what they knew, but rarely was it ever that easy. Becca shook her hands at her sides, trying to dispel the nervous energy pooling in her gut, and stepped up to the closest display, pretending to inspect the day's catch. Her eyes wandered over the shimmering scales, gaping mouths, and beady eyes. Walleye, halibut, salmon, grouper. What could you possibly have to do with this smuggling operation? Becca asked the cold, dead fish. Looking at the silver, a burly fishmonger asked. What? Becca said, her hand flying to her chest. Oh, you startled me. What did you say? The silver snapper, he said and pointed. A nice, meaty fish. Want me to wrap one up for you? Becca was more of a steak and potatoes kind of girl, but all of a sudden, she wanted that fish more than anything else in the entire market. She had absolutely no intention of eating the fish, but was feeling more confident with every passing second that she had found exactly what her source had sent her to find. Yes, please, Becca said, trying to remain calm. The order isn't for me, though. I'm doing a grocery pickup run for a friend. Mr. Stevenson? The fishmonger picked up the heavy fish, threw her a wink, and then went to wrap up what was surely going to be tomorrow morning's headline. As Becca carried her bag away from the market, much heavier than she thought a single fish should weigh, Becca began to allow herself to daydream about a promotion at the newspaper. All she had to do was be brave enough to sift through the innards of a smelly fish to find proof for the theory she was building in her head. Well, brave enough to do that, and to tell the truth. Turn and talk to a classmate. What do you think? Did Becca solve the mystery of the silver smuggling ring? What exactly did she find at the fish market today? Next, continue learning with these extension activities that I have planned for you. You can find them via the link in the video description box, or teachers, you can email me at wordnerd@amandazieba.com. Thanks so much for visiting me at Learning with the Word Nerd. Please like this video and subscribe, and remember to come back for more high-quality, ready-to-go resources to use in your middle school ELA classroom. Happy reading! I'll see you again next time.